yesterday we pumped. We pumped around to the previous all-time high, which was set back here, back in March of this year. So that's kind of interesting because, usually within these cycles, usually Bitcoin doesn't go to previous all-time high before the halving. Excuse me. So let's look at the last cycle, y'all. This is the last cycle. Right, this is the top of the 2 cycles ago. Bear market, 2 cycles ago. So the beginning started here. God dang it. It's right out of the way. All right, this is the C19 dump. Came down to here. Because we had, so the halving was like around here, right, in April. Halving took place around here. Around April 20th. When the halving occurred in this cycle, April 20th, 2020, the previous all-time high was up here, y'all. Previous all-time high was around 20K. And I would say around the halving, we were around 7 or 8K around the halving. That's a big discrepancy. That's a big difference. That's how the cycles have usually gone. You have to, well after the halving, the price will finally go to the previous all-time high, well after the halving. Well, y'all, this cycle, so here's the bull market tops of the last cycle. We come down, bear market bottoms, really, end of 2022, very beginning of 2023. But guys, we pumped, right? We pumped early. There was, people say it was because of the ETFs. There was a lot of bullishness going on here in January, and we just pumped. Unprecedented, y'all. This has not happened like this before, okay? So as you can see, we got up in here around 73. Y'all, that's well past the previous all-time high of 69. So earlier this year, in February, early March, we surpassed the previous all-time high. So in early March, we surpassed the previous all-time high. And the halving wasn't going to be for another month or so. Halving was around April 20th again. I think it was April 19th. In 2024, it was April 19th. If my memory is correct. Doesn't matter. There's a window there. The halving always occurs within this window. It's not just a set time that you know about, but it always falls within a certain, few day window. So it's different this time. Depending on, you hear that a lot. You heard that last cycle. You heard it last cycle. It was a super cycle. That didn't happen. It repeated the same cycle. We had our bear market. So guys, so it's a little different now. So the fact that we got to that level, let's go back to the daily here. So here's our early March. Here's our breakout. I don't even know. I guess that was something I was doing. I don't even freaking know what the heck that is. So, y'all, I have this because I have 2 Bitcoin charts that I like to look at, and they have different drawings on them, right? This is pretty much just my straight up horizontals. This is what I kind of think will play out right now. Price action, that'll be healthy price action. But we'll look at that. We'll do that again later. Doesn't matter. So also on the daily, we saw us get to the previous highs here from March. And then obviously we had a correction, which if you watched my video yesterday, I said, guys, unless this is the most bullish day of all time, we're not breaking through 73 outright. I mean, we might go to 73.5, which is what we did, but I didn't say that part, but that's what we did. But I did say Bitcoin usually doesn't just blast through these big high levels, right? So this is an all-time high. We're not just going to blast through it on the first shot at it. So guys, we have to consolidate, which is why I had that pattern drawn where I think some healthy consolidation right here is what we need to see. Because guys, in crypto and Bitcoin, if you go straight up, you're going to come straight back down, okay? So you don't want to see this, because then we're just going to do this. We're going to do this and come straight back down. Okay, you don't want to see that. What you want to see is something like right? Something like that, guys. We want to consolidate and build trading. We want a lot of trading volume in this area because right now there's not a lot. So if there's not a lot, it can easily go up through it. It can easily come down through it. That's how it works. So don't wish for some pump just because. If we get a crazy pump, there's a good chance we get a crazy dump the same day, the next day, a week later. You know, we get a tower top, Bart Simpson. So we want to consolidate. Scratch my head right here. Consolidating is the name of the game. That will be the most healthy Bitcoin. That'll be the healthiest. That'll be the healthiest thing for Bitcoin. Will be to consolidate right here. So this is like my. I like this chart because it has my horizontals, you guys, and horizontals, you know, I'm telling you, are very important. And here's a good example why. Let's go to my list of cryptos that I'm watching. Come on, Fett, where you at? Solana, I'm a big Solana guy. Bitcoin. Now here is the problem with diagonals. Now they're good for different reasons. That's my price target for a breakout of this megaphone pattern, 94K. Let's just be, you know, this is all, guys, this is take it with a grain of salt. This is just things that I think could happen. You get a haircut. These are all things that I think could happen. Take it with a grain of salt, guys. But here is, let's just get rid of this. Here is why diagonals are kind of stupid. And I'll tell you that right now. Here's why it's dumb. This is a megaphone pattern, right? We kind of started it right here. You know what? I could have done this, right? Not really a megaphone anymore, because it really. Or we could have done this. Look. Right. Oh wow, that fits. That fits so nice. Y'all, that's the problem. That's the problem with diagonals. You can just do what I did. It didn't really fit. The megaphone pattern didn't really fit, but we adjusted it and we made it fit. Which leads me to another point, guys. It's not so much so that these patterns have to be perfect, and they gotta follow it to a T, and it's gotta touch it every time. Y'all, it's more just to show, guys. This more just shows like a general pattern, a basic pattern. It's like we're not getting too specific here when you talk about these candle chart patterns or different trading patterns, just chart patterns. Take the diagonals with a grain of salt. Now this is interesting because these are all the tops here of a descending trend line that it's broken above, and let's see if it can bounce off it. But either way, guys, the horizontals are more important. This horizontal here, this is in the same spot, 73.2 to 73.7, 73.2 to 73.7. $73 to 73.7. Guys, this is the same, like, this is what we got to break through. I would love to consolidate. Now, if you've been watching my videos, we were screaming about 68K for a long time. That's right here. That's right here. That's this horizontal. Good Lord, y'all blowing up over here. Can we calm down? Now, the horizontal, 68K. And I was saying how it was important. It was important, right? It was here. We respected it. We respected it here. Respected it here. Respected it here. We kept like breaking out and breaking back down, breaking out, breaking back down, and we finally broke out 3 days ago. And now we're rejecting here, temporarily or not. We'll see what happens. Short term, midterm. We'll see what happens. We're rejecting at these highs back from early March. And let's see if we come back. Let's see if we come back to 68K, y'all. Let's see if we come back to 68K. It would be interesting. To me, it would make sense because we did it here. We did it here. We resisted. Now we're finally above it. Why wouldn't we just do it again and come back? Right? My opinion, obviously, is my opinion. Why don't we just do this number? I mean, why not? So that'd be the healthiest thing. Now, don't get too caught up. Don't come over here and outline this. Say, oh yeah, I see a double bottom, and I see this is a W, and this could be that a head and shoulders. This is head and shoulders I see. Guys, don't get caught up in like the minutia, the finite details. This just shows us we have price consolidating. We have buying and selling. And we show that it's not just going to dump back down to 53, to 64, which it totally could. 64 is nothing. Even this would be nothing if it did that. But guys, this would be what we want to see. because there has not been much buying and selling up in this area, in this region, right? We'd get there and come down, come down, come down, come down. Yeah, we haven't really been in this area consistently since May and June. We're in uncharted territories. We need to build more price action here, more buying and selling, more volume here, and then move on from there. So guys, right now this makes sense. Bitcoin is going to digest this move. Y'all, today, this morning, Bitcoin fell to 71.4. We're at 71.9. We're about to be at 72 again. This is interesting. Let's just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on all the proxies, the Bitcoin miners, the MicroStrategies, all that good stuff, y'all. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the cryptos and the altcoins. See what Bitcoin is going to rotate into when profits do get taken. Is Ethereum going to finally pump it all? We don't know. We'll see. Is Solana going to be the Ethereum of last cycle and go from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000? I don't know. We'll see. Y'all, Litecoin is there as an indicator for me to warn me, because when Litecoin pumps, that's not a good sign. Some of these I can get rid of because these are all last cycle, like Link, AVAX, Atom, ADA, XRP. I was following these in previous cycles. And a lot of times the old altcoins, the old guard doesn't survive. So be wary of bag holding. Be wary of just holding on to cryptos because you feel, you're on their team. They're on your side. And you feel committed to them. You feel like you're obligated to hold on to a bag. Guys, don't find an asset, stock, crypto, whatever, that's in an uptrend. Y'all, right here, so easy. 1 second, I'm going to show you an example. This is ADA. This is ugly, guys. You can't, we're below the 200, we're below the 50, we're below the 34, we're below the 100 on the week. We're below the 200 on the daily. However, it is consolidating. All these other moving averages are converging, and that's usually what happens before you get a reversal. But that's just like, it's ugly. I'm not here to talk shit about Cardano. I'm saying this is an ugly chart, and you can't tell outright what you should do. You can't tell. You got to be able to tell immediately, is this an uptrend or a downtrend? How should I play this? Guys, this is more of an uptrend to sideways. This is more of a downtrend to sideways. Whereas something like Solana is in a clear uptrend. Let's go to the weekly. It's above all the averages, guys. The price is above all the averages. Okay, on the daily, the price is above all the averages. So y'all just play. Look, above all the averages, gets here, consolidates, it converges. Now we're moving again above all the averages. Guys, play things that are in uptrends. If you want a long, if you're new and you're a beginner, don't worry about shorting. Don't even consider it unless you're experienced, and then look into that. I consider myself pretty experienced, and I don't funk with shorting at all. I don't. I want to buy dips in an uptrend. I'm not trying to sell pumps in a downtrend. I don't want to sell bounces. I don't want to short bounces in an uptrend. That's just, it's the same. You can flip your chart inverse, look at it. It's the same. It's the same exact thing, longing and shorting. It's just inverse. It's inverted. But it's a mental thing, and I don't like it. I don't like shorting. I don't want to be a pessimist. I don't want to say we don't like this stock and I want it to go down. No, I want to say I like this stock and it's going up and I'm buying. I'm a buyer here. Sell me all your Solana at $3 and fuck off. Coolest thing SBF ever said. The only thing SBF ever said that was cool. Now you can fuck off. Sorry for the bad language, guys, but I'm pretty passionate about that. So, guys, that was our quick lesson on uptrends and downtrends. That was our market update on Bitcoin. I mean, y'all, until otherwise noted, we are in an uptrend. We are in a bull market until you hear otherwise. Y'all, Bitcoin over shitcoins, horizontals over diagonals, patience over impatience, buying blood over panicking, emotionless over emotions. Guys, we got to be zen. Do some yoga, do some breathing exercises. It takes 5 minutes. Look up breathing exercises right now on Google. It takes 5 minutes. YouTube it. Y'all, we got it. Y'all, we were here 4 years ago, and we got emotional, and we got wrecked, and we were back holding. That ain't happening this cycle. It's not happening this cycle, guys. We're in this together. Let's do this. Peace out.